Right, let's see. So currently I am working on the stun baton. I've already done the entrenchment tool and I've already made the entrenchment tool out of foam. So my next pattern is making this. This would probably be a lot harder to be made from foam, but I'm willing to attempt it just for the sake of it. But we'll see how it goes. There's a control panel, it's in my fucking way. Right. So that's fine. Need to clean up this fucking mess. Really push the laptop a bit further back. Nope. My mouse keeps hitting off the laptop. Right, what part is this? Oh, okay, it's down here. That's fine. Ah, that's right, you clean up your mess, you fucking reprobate. Fuck you, right? Fuck you. Fuck a yo. I take it you've seen the photos of the actual entrenchment tool and the armor and that on Instagram, aye? And I did win first place at LaBelle for the costume competition. There was a few people with actually really good costumes this year, and it was fucking great, man. Somebody actually turned up, by the way, right? They made the Eye of Sauron as a helmet, and it lit up, and it was really, really cool. And I was like, yeah, I'm totally going to lose to that. And they didn't get up on stage, and I was like, why did you not get up on stage, man? That would have been fucking brilliant. And I figured you'd have won, yeah. Mate, I would have been fine. See if, like, there's other people that make really good costumes, and I'm up against them and I don't win, I'm fine with that. It's really cool just seeing other people's, like, handiwork, you know? It was this bit I was fucking around with earlier. I'm trying to figure out how this bottom piece, from what I could gather, if I zoom in a bit here, is that smaller than that, or is that the same size? That's going to be a weird one when I try and cut that. Right, so that's part of that. So what we'll do is we'll do this. Or no, this actually. So two separate pieces. Like that. Yeah, the spirit of competition itself can be the real prize. Gives you ideas and shit for yourself further down the line, correct? Like somebody was a nurse from Silent Hill, and I was like, that's pretty cool, I like that. Like, obviously did all the blood staining and did the bandages and the hat and everything. I was like, that's really cool. And then someone done Alistair from Has Been Hotel. It was a mate of mine, and I was like, that's actually pretty fucking cool, I like that. And someone else is the Mad Hatter, I think, from Alice in Wonderland, and I don't know which version though. And I was like, I said to all of them, I said, your costumes are fucking great, by the way. Like, I would have been fine losing to any of you. I would have been absolutely fine with it. I did tell the guys who run the competition, I was like, I am going to take a year off though. Like I'll be out at Halloween next year, but I'm working on 2 different armors at the same time, and none of those armors will be done by then. So I'm gonna just like. So someone said to me on the night, it's like, can you just, like, for once, just let someone else fucking win Halloween? I was just like, no. And then I changed my mind and went, you know what? I think it's only fair I've won it twice now. Like, someone else should get a chance. It's no fair, man. And that's not to invalidate my work by any means. It's just like, you know, like, you're good at what you do, give someone else a chance. Okay, fair enough. Oh god, didn't I tell Luna about the has-been guy? I'm pretty sure Luna's seen it because it was up on my Instagram. So Luna would have seen it. Kind of have expected Luna to, like, appear at some point as well. I'm actually going to put this on my Instagram to say to people that I'm actually doing some stuff online. In case people are interested, you know. If I can spell night, apparently I can. I know Luna donated blood earlier, so they may be a wee bit woozy or sleepy. Oh, did they? Was there a specific reason, or did they just want to do it? Which is, I'm not, like, begrudging Luna for doing it. Just more power to them, like. Also, how's the microphone volume, by the way? I've got really close to my face because I'm obviously working on stuff. Then again, Twitch alerts have been fucky as hell lately, and sometimes I don't get notified until 2 hours after someone goes live. My volume's fine. Okay, cool. Because when I went live, it was like at 75, and I turned it down by like the volume down by 5 just to be on the safe side. Put my wee sticker there. I thought I'd go back to the whole showing the templates and stuff on the stream, because it also means if anybody ever, because this has happened before, people go, you never made that, that's bullshit, you didn't do that yourself, blah blah blah, you didn't make the templates. I'm like, mate, fucking right. Because I did have someone say that to me on fucking Friday night, you didn't make that yourself, you didn't do the templates yourself. I was like, oh really? Opened up my Turk Creates YouTube channel, I was like, observe the 10 plus hours of live footage of me doing the templates. Oh, and here's also the photos on my Instagram through my stories. Are you still going to say that I didn't make it, mate? Aye. Very good. Because you always get one fucker that does that. You never made that yourself, meh. Like, whatever. Twitch. Twitch. Put the be Helldiver there as well, because I like the be Helldiver thing. Be Helldiver. And Luna's work let them go about a month ago because they're morons, so I think the plasma donation was for a bit of cash just now until the next opportunity comes along. Why? Why did they do that? What the fuck, eh? See, like, this is happening across the world right now, right? They're saying people don't want to work, and then there's people like Luna and all that who do want to work, and then they're like, I didn't want you here. Right, so you want people to work, but then you're not keeping them in jobs. Fucking pick one. It's just mind-boggling. Right. I'm trying to figure out this part. I've just noticed as well, I believe this piece here. I've noticed this with a lot of the Helldiver models. Like, they've got pieces that clip into other parts of the model instead of just like maybe a millimeter into the model. I had this issue with the entrenchment tool. If I actually open that up, what is it? Let me just get that file. Hello, Empire. Nice to see you. Welcome in. Nice to see you, my guy. Give me a second, sorry. Show you what I mean by the entrenchment tool when I fucking get the file up. Cause I'm a dumbass. Entrenchment tool, there it is. It's opened in the wrong bit. Hold on. I really should move that water out of the way, it's just blocking my view here. Right, there we go. So, if I zoom in on this part, right? You see it? This bit here. It clips through, right? So when I was building the entrenchment tool, I had to, like, basically eyeball it and cut, like, pieces off, like, a millimeter at a time until I eventually got it to actually flush mount to where I needed it to go. And I was like, for fuck's sake. It was so annoying. But at least it's done. And I've put all the credits and stuff in. I just need to, like, I'm going to make a video about it, like a showcase thing, and then ask people if they want me to like do a build video on it, and then I'll release the file. Because I think that would be better rather than just like showing it off and going, here's the file now, do it yourself, without any instruction. Otherwise, I think it would just really frustrate people. It's because Canada has none of the job protection stuff we have here. Alright, so they don't have like unfair dismissal and stuff. That's just America and Canada, sort your shit out. It's cheaper to hire at random on a 0-hour contract for a few weeks than to keep someone employed full-time with a salary. What? They were able to donate today. That's good. This is why, like, it baffles me by the whole tipping thing in America. Like, they give, like, waiters and waitresses, like, really garbage wages and then tell them to, like, make up the rest of their wage through tips. And I'm like, that's just awful. Like, how is that legal, man? What was this piece? Oh yeah, it's that part. So we need that. I'm leaving this mess for like last, because I don't want to do it right now. I heard that head technician actually did it this time and it took no time at all. Well, that's good then. Yay. Luna's gonna be like raging because they're missing out on me like doing templates and stuff. Fine, there'll be other times. That's what I'm kind of going to do now. I'm going to kind of shift my focus towards like more IRL content and cosplay stuff. Because I feel like as much as like gaming's fun, right? I feel like it's too saturated. And it's like saturated to the point where you're not really going to get noticed that much. Whereas cosplay stuff is a bit different. Because people who do cosplay stuff all have different takes on how to do things. And I think I'll stand out more like that. And I've been really enjoying the whole process of making stuff from scratch. And a lot of people at the weekend were like, why don't you just like do small shorts and teach people how to do things? And I was like, I could do. Might as well give it a try. Yeah, last couple of times when I tried to donate, the techs were a bit inexperienced and couldn't manage to tap a vein. Huh, okay. I suppose they'll probably be straight out of med school then, right? If that's the case. What's this part? Oh, okay. So that's part of this. Let's move that out of the way. Oh, that's going to be really cutting it close, isn't it? Jesus. Probably gonna have to like mess around with that. Yeah, but yeah, no, that's right. Actually, hold on. Let's move that. Yeah. So it's not all over the bloody place. So what I can do is, when I'm actually making this, like I will make it, is this will be a bit thicker here. Like it'll just be like a straight cut, but what I can do is I can just take the Dremel and bevel it to that angle, and then it'll look right. I just wish that the makers and crafting had subcategories for like woodwork, metalwork, cosplay, physical art, digital art, etc. Yeah, I actually thought they did have a category for cosplay, and they don't. So when I typed it in to the search just to see where it was under makers and crafts, and that's why I put Helldivers 2, blah blah blah. Just so people, if they come across it, they can see what I'm doing. I was gonna make it like a bigger screen, like the bigger scene, but I was like, this will do. This will be fine. Let's see. I feel like makers and crafting by itself is just too broadly generalized, and only the huge established accounts that sometimes dabble in it and use it as an excuse to avoid the oversaturated just chatting algorithm even get noticed. because the big viewer numbers make the rest of us get ignored for the most part unless you search for specific tags. Yeah, that's fair. I didn't even change my tags, actually. I should have done that. It's fine. Do 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 do. Also, just another thing, Mom. I've got the both of you here. I noticed recently, because I haven't used Instagram properly in a while, right? They've got a whole repost thing now, and I noticed when I reposted my Helldiver stuff from my Mass Effect Instagram, I got a few people coming from there to then like my stuff and then follow the second account. So if you ever see any of my stuff, even stuff that's already posted, just repost it. That seems to help a lot. Because I was going to post the entrenchment tool and stuff like that to the Helldivers Reddit, and there's also a cosplay group I found on Facebook specifically for Helldivers. But I want to like get the video out first of the showcase and then post it, because I think that'll be better rather than doing it but photos, because it won't do it justice. I have been, for sure. Yeah, you've been doing stuff on Instagram, mate. No, Instagram. TikTok, sorry. And that's fine. I was going to make a new TikTok specifically for the cosplay stuff, because I think that'll be better rather than try to like cram everything into one Instagram account, or sorry, TikTok account. Where's this one? Oh, is it these pieces? Right. No, don't put it there. No, why did you cut it in half? No. 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 Behave. Come on. There we go. What do you mean, no? Right. Here we go. Sorted. Or you make it, mate, I'll push it through. Cool. I don't think you've got me on Instagram, Empire. It's the link's in the pinned if you haven't already, man. If you don't mind, of course. No pressure. Like I'm not gonna force anyone to like follow or like my stuff if they don't want to. Right. These pieces are gonna be a fucking ball ache. Hold on. Let me fix this. I don't know why Pepakura does this. It crosses things over and whatnot. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? There we go. No. Stop it. And then that one goes there. That'll just be... Oh, look. Right, so that'll be beveled as well. Right. I probably won't, like, when I'm making the actual thing itself, I don't think I'll need those edges. I would probably... See, the parts that is really going to trip me up and on this, making it out of foam, is these pieces here. But I've got an idea on how to do those. I think what would happen is I would just 45-degree cut those and then stick them together. And then once they were stuck together and cured, I would then sand the top edge to be flat and then stick it on. I think that's the only way I can figure out how to do that. Same name? Yep. Yeah, the link's up in the pinned comment, mate. I should just take you straight there, I would hope. Yeah, it does. That's fine. So don't do this to me, Instagram, don't do it. Right. So my other idea for this as well, because I could easily edit the texture. Because these are like, I don't think I can split these specifically on the lines. Oh no, I can. That's perfect actually. So that'll be easier for those. These ones, at the top here, these look like, you know those earth magnets you get that are all just kind of like, you could probably just stack a bunch of those up and glue them together and then just stick it at the top. That would be hilarious, but I think that would just be a nightmare. Especially if you're like, it gets stuck to things. So let's not do that. I could probably get away with using the corrugated foam I used for the handle of the entrenchment tool for this specifically. And then I can just paint it. I do have the model in Blender. The problem is the Blender file that this model is in is called the Helldiver Armory, which means it has the armor and weapons from Helldivers 1 and 2, and it's about 20 gig. So it takes ages to load up, and even if you move something just ever so slightly, like, Blender just has a shit fit and it takes a minute to load. So I just think it's my laptop, it just doesn't like it. But these top coils are basically like copper. I think these pieces are copper as well, these sections throughout the actual baton. And then I know this button here is yellow, so I mean, it'd be relatively simple to do. Most of this is just like layering foam on top with these parts cut out, and it'll give me all the depth and stuff. Where was I? Here. Could probably get away with me half this. This is the flat side, isn't it? Let's see. Those are really oddly weird. I wonder, could I attach those here? Yes. This is something I'd have to work, like, actually build and then figure out what the issues are. And then video showcase, do a build video for it. Because usually the first time I make something, it's usually got a lot of room for improvement. I mean, take my Helldivers helmet, for example. The first time I made it, and I completely botched that up. Like, the back of it, like the very bottom of it, and then the faceplate and the visor were fine. It was just the most important part, which was the dome part, that was screwed up. So what's this part of then? Is it this? Okay. If I do this. See. Just so I can get myself an idea of what this actually is supposed to be. Right, so that's the top. Right, okay. Makes more sense now. Thing is, I'm probably going to have to... Wait, where is it? I'm probably going to have to cut like half of that off anyway to make that flush with that. That's going to be a fun time. Which part of this is... Yeah, because what I could do is put a bit of foam on top and then bevel it down again to make it nice and smooth and stuff. Right. This is what's going to happen through this entire stream. I am literally just going to think out loud this entire time while I'm trying to figure this out. I think I was working on the machete as well, actually. Where is that? Since I've added a lot of weapons since you last played Sai. There it is. I've done most of it. This is the thing. Do you know how big this machete is? It's ridiculous. Hold on, let me put it over. So that's a meter long, my guy. A meter long. Like, if I move all this up, hold on, let me move all this up. I know the blade as well. Sake. If it lets me select it, then we go. That's 3 pages. 3 A4 pages. For a blade. And they say guys have problems with measurements, right? You know what's really funny? See the entrenchment tool? See when I actually measured it out properly after finishing it? It's 35 inches long. 35. And I was way off when I made the original spade for it as well. Because I was trying to, like, have the same measurements as a normal entrenchment tool, like a real life one. Like, clearly the devs at Helldivers don't know the real size of an entrenchment tool. Like, which is fine. They also did it comical large for a laugh, which is perfectly fine with me. Ugh. We can hide that one now. Ugh. This is the bottom. I mean, that one's going to be relatively simple. Well, I say that. Let's see. I thought this would be also quite chill for people just to come in and see what I'm doing and just lurk and ask questions or vibe away or whatever they want to do. I suppose the word for it is ASMR, I guess? Maybe? I think that's the right wording. I might be completely off with that though. Nah. Stop it. Because this looks like a beveled cart. Oh, shit. I mean that. Yeah, that's like a slight beveled cut, so it's like a 45-degree angle, maybe. That would be easy to do. Like, I've got this. I bought the scroll saw for a reason. Because whenever I try to, like, use a knife to do 45-degree angles, the first one's perfectly fine. And then the second one I attempt is like, it's not even a 45-degree, it's like a 48-degree angle. I'm like, God damn it. That's how I managed to get the edge of the entrenchment tool almost as accurate as I did. It's because I used the scroll saw rather than cutting it by hand. See, this one's going to be really, really difficult. Try to figure out how I would place these little pieces in. Like, I understand why people go down the 3D printed route purely because, like, making stuff like this from foam is time consuming, but I think the end result is always quite nice. Like, 3D printing, like, I was talking to someone about this at the weekend. 3D printing is a great innovation. There's never gonna, like, say otherwise, right? But see the amount of times I've been at a convention, right? And I've been talking to someone and they're like, oh, I 3D printed this. I was like, oh, that's really cool. And then someone comes up and goes, oh, that caution's really cool. How did you make that? And they go, oh, I 3D printed it. And see when people go, oh, that's cool. They just look really disappointed when they find out it's 3D printed. See, when I was telling people at the weekend that it was completely handmade and it was out of foam, see the look on their faces of absolute astonishment. Like, they're like, how the fuck did you make this out of foam? That's just like, with a lot of blood, sweat, and swearing, mate. That's how I did it. And that's the thing though, like, handmade things will always be more impressive, I think, especially when it comes to, like, crocheting, or like how Sai does his pyro work, or woodwork, or metalwork, or anything like that. When it's all done by hand, it's more impressive. Like, 3D printing has its place, it absolutely does. I just don't see why a lot of people heavily rely on it too much. I suppose people could make the argument of, well, it's more convenient. Sure, that's a fair argument, I would say. But I've noticed, and this is not everybody, but there's been people I've came across who have been really smug about something they 3D printed, right? Like, I've been at conventions and someone's like, oh, I made this from foam and that, and there's this other guy's like, well, my armor is all 3D printed, and they're all smug about it, and I'm like, mate, you downloaded a file and you printed it out and then stuck it together. That's it. Like, that's all you've done. And this is an isolated instance of this guy when I was standing there as he said it. It's like, mate, all you did was glue it together. You've not even sanded out the print lines. You've misaligned some of the points where you've glued it, and you've not even sanded that down, and then you threw paint on it and went, look what I've made. That's hardly impressive. Like, there's guys who 3D model stuff and then print it and then see if it's the right size, and if it's not the right side, they have to go back in and resize it and reprint it. And then these guys print it out and then sand out all the lines and wet sand it and do hours upon hours of like actual like labor and work to get it perfect, and then paint it and everything else, and it looks phenomenal, right? And those guys I come across and they're never smug about it. They're just like, oh, I did this and whatever else, and I'm like, that's really cool. And they're like, oh, thanks, man, but I can probably do better. And I'm like, what, really? Like, I don't know why I'm separating that. I need to separate this. I will respect people who always make a conscious effort to like better their work in any field, regardless of what it is. Like I've done 3D modeling. 3D modeling is really hard, man. Like, and this is coming from a guy who used to make like weapons skins for Counter-Strike and Half-Life and stuff, doing model hacks and all that shenanigans. Try to like get it all to work with animations and the whatnot, and usually like screwing it up 9 times out of 10. That's such an awkward. So that's basically a flat piece then, right? Okay. I wonder if I could just like stack those 2 pieces together and have that. Yeah, that would work actually, because then I could have that hollowed out. Because this piece here would just be part of this anyway. And all I'd have to do is slap down a piece of foam, and I could probably find like screws like that online, like just small ones, and then just stick those in or slot them in or whatever. That would actually work perfectly. Cool. I'll keep those like as part of the thing anyway, in case somebody wants to tediously like add them, because there are some people who do that when they're using Pepakura. Also, just saw your refollow thing there, Empire. Much appreciated. I've actually gained about... I was originally at 407 followers, now I'm at 429 on Instagram, which is not too bad. I think I'm doing okay. Yeah, I've always said that people who brag about 3D printing stuff is the same equivalent as those people that call themselves artists because they fed some image suggestions into an AI program. That's actually a very good point. Utter bullshit with zero effort beyond typing a few keywords. Like, there's nothing wrong with people like downloading 3D print files and then printing them and stuff. That's just nothing wrong with that at all. Because there's a lot of people who do that and they go, 3D printed this, and then like they'll go the extra mile to like add stuff in that the 3D print doesn't have. Like there might be parts missing. Because I've noticed that with some of the Helldiver ones, like the soft pieces, for example, completely missing from the 3D print things. I think Galactic Army do have the soft parts 3D printable, I think, if I remember correctly. Whereas the other ones I've seen haven't. But some people go, I've not got these parts, so what I'll do is I'll just... so what I'm looking for here. Like they've like hand drew it. They've just like hand drew the pattern for it. And then like on paper and then sized it and like checked it, and then if it's too big or too wee, they'll then do it again kind of thing, and then made the part for it and made it really accurate. And I'm like, that's really cool. It's fine if you're mass producing something and you want it to look generic and manufactured, but you can't call it art at the same time and claim to be an actual artist. Like, I would call you an actual artist if you're making the 3D model and then printing it, personally. If you're making the 3D models, putting all that painstaking work in to get it right, to make it game accurate and everything, then 3D printing it and doing all the extra work to make it look the part, then you're totally an artist, man. I should really do that. There, that's better, so that's no all fucked. I've yet to actually meet someone in real life who says they're an AI artist, because me and you know people who are tattoo artists, man, right? And I guarantee you there's going to be a night someone says that to me, and one of those people who are tattoo artists, I'm going to go, come here, Tell them what you just told me. Oh, I'm an AI artist, and just watch the tattoo artist just rip them a new one. It's going to be so funny. That's what I mean. See, like, tattoo artists, man, like, those guys are on another level as well, having to, like, transfer that, like, artwork onto skin and doing it correctly. That takes real, proper skill, man. Like, I couldn't do it. I'd be too scared to, in case I, like, mess up somebody's skin. Oh yeah, that's just different from downloading a program someone else has made, printing it off and then doing nothing else with it other than add a line or paint or something. Yeah. Let's see. What part is this? Oh, that is an absolute mess. Yeah, we're leaving that till last. We're doing this over here. So what parts have I done so far so I can just get an idea? Right, I've done most of the top piece here. That bit's alright. What's this part? Oh, it's there. There it is. I don't really need these pieces, I don't think, because they're like for these top parts, but they're so tiny. Like, I don't think you're really going to need them. Like, that would be like 1 mil or 2 mil tops, and you can easily just eyeball that. That's not really important when I move these, because they look like garbage. Move them out the way. Over here. Goodbye. Right. Now it doesn't look like a mess. Well, somewhat. Somewhat. Yeah, so that's fine the way it is. I'm gonna... Did I separate these two? No, I didn't. Separate these, because those are gonna have to, like, join up together, and that's gonna be an interesting one. Then again, I'll be probably sticking them to that anyway when I do make this. What's this piece? Oh, it's part of this. Cool, okay. So that's the button. The button. Right, the best way to do that, you could probably find, like, a switch like that and just kind of stick it on. I mean, you can totally make it from home. Like, not everything on this has to be, like, the vast majority, like, these pieces will be foam, and then it'll just be 2 mil layers on top just to get these pieces accurate and whatnot. Actually, I just had an idea. If I was using 2 mil, instead of, like, cut these pieces out, layer 2 mil on top, heat it up, and then push it in. And what that will do is it'll give that same effect, and it'll look a lot nicer. So I'm pretty sure from the way that looks, yeah, that's pushed inward. Right, okay. Yeah, that'll work. See, this is how my brain works when I'm doing stuff like this. That should be like that, eh? Oh, shit. That's not what I wanted. Do. Right. Got the button. Actually, lines up a bit better. See, this part is going to be a bit harder. The only thing I can think of is I need to make... I would probably have to use a thinner... either PVC pipe or thinner mop handle. And then... yeah, because I could have the mop handle go... yeah, I could have the bigger one here, then the thinner mop handle here. Yeah, that would work. and bulk this out a bit more, and then I can still get that same effect. Do. Right, let's cut this off. Where's that getting connected to? Oh, there. Oh, okay. So that's... Where's the front piece for that then? Oh, it's there. That was really confusing. Don't confuse me like that. There we go. See, the best way to do would be that. Yeah, there we go. And then what you would do is, you would do that, you would do this. And what I could do with that is, that could just be a flat piece of card that sits on top of that. Skin it with like 1mm foam or something and it'll look a bit nicer. Well, that's that piece. There, do that. Do. What I'm fairly tempted to do as well, Si. Like, there's a Twitch meetup in Glasgow, like, next month, right? I'm tempted just to turn up in my Helldiver armor for a laugh. Like, someone told me you're hiding automatons in here. Take the entrenchment tool on that for, like, shits and giggles. Put the door off the hinges. Managed democracy called for aid, and John Helldiver answered. Oh, Turkleberry Crunch. Look sharp, we've got some raiders coming in. The what? The what? Hello, Raven. Raven Raid, hello. How you doing, pal? Nice to see you. Raven Raid. Welcome in, everybody. How we doing? I don't know if this is going to do a little thingy thing. It might do. We'll see in a second. Unless it's borked. Usually does a little shout out thing. That's if you're going to Twitch Glasgow. Yes, I am. I will be. Yeah, I don't think the shout out thing's working. That's fine. I will be going. I will be going indeed. I've made sure I've got the day off. Yes. Me and Oni are going, that's fantastic. Also, for people who do not know me, I am Commander Turk. I am a Scottish variety streamer. I'm actually moving into more IRL and cosplay content now, as you can see. I'm currently making templates for the stun baton from Helldivers 2, as you can see. So this is just a kind of chill vibe, watching me make the templates and whatnot. You do rocking the cosplay, bros. I am trying my very best, Raven. I am trying my very best. I had to make some arrangement myself so I could go. Yeah, that's fair. It is on a Thursday, so it's a bit of a weird day. So that's a smashing idea. Yeah. Like, I wanted to, like, I've been enjoying making stuff rather than playing games on stream, so if you haven't already, I have an Instagram, which is in the pinned comment there. You can see some of my cosplay stuff there. I also have a second cosplay page for Mass Effect related content as well, which is also linked on that profile if you're interested. If you enjoy something, do it, correct. I'm also, like, tackling some things that people haven't done yet in the way of, like, templates and EVA foam making, so that's why I also wanted to do it. I can relate. I do drag stuff, so creating things is tons of fun. There you go. Sorted. So someone who understands the struggle. Oh, Dying Light the Beast it is. Ah, okay. Yeah, how is that? How is Dying Light the Beast? I've not actually played any of the Dying Light games. I do like the parkour aspect of it. I just haven't got into it yet. There's too many games that I've got on my backlog. I will get there eventually. If I'm not busy creating stuff. Excellent as fuck. I love Dying Light so much. Well, there you go. There's a franchise you can always know it's going to be good. What's this fight? The fight night in Paris, right? Let's change that. There we go. But yes, I will be there. I think it's the 27th of November. So it's me, Glass Region BR, Weewook, Cannibal Kate, and a few others, I think. I've lost track of how many people are going to this. Right, where was I in this, actually? Alright, I was over here. Try to figure out these pieces. How's this going to work? Remember, Raiders, remember your after-stream care as well. Can I forget that? Because if you've been streaming for 4 hours or longer, then I would recommend getting the after-stream care. Don't want to overexert yourself by any means. Right. What piece is that? What's that a part of? Let's see. Oh, it's inside of that, right. Alright, so that goes in. So that's it's an inner bevel, right, okay. It's so weird how that's cut itself. Got some post-stream malarkey before bed, so I'll definitely hang a bit longer. So good to see you, by the way. Yeah, you too, man. Nice to see you. It's always a pleasure. I figured... How the... It's going to bug me now. Should I do that? And then... that, maybe? Yeah, that would be easier. Because then it's actually down the centre. That's so weird. Why is it like that? There we go, that's better. So strange, man. Pepakura does this. It likes to like make these weird design choices when you like unfold it, because you can manually like go around all the edges of this and manually unfold it, or you can just do auto unfold. Sometimes I do auto unfold, sometimes I do it all manually, and the manually takes longer. But sometimes you get a better pattern that way. Get rid of these as well. You can go over there. So that looks fine. It's just these little parts here that I'm more concerned about. I mean, I can easily cut those out. Not in a half Turk. Come on, you're better than this. You're better than this. God damn it. Right. Boop, boop, boop. Well, get ready, mate. Get ready for what? What am I getting ready for, Empire? I'm worried now. No, I don't know if that's a threat or an invite.
Oh, Turkleberry Crunch. Look sharp, we've got some raiders coming in.
Oh, that's why, okay. I was so confused, I was like, oh no, what's Empire gonna do? Hello everybody, welcome in. Nice to see you all. Hope you're having a fantastic evening or afternoon or morning, wherever you are. Greetings, Chrissy Croft. Hello, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Hope you're having a fantastic night. What were we playing? Let's have a look. 7 Days to Die.
You've just followed the commander. You are a fucking legend.
Chrissy Croft, thank you for the follow and welcome to the Commander's Initiative. Hope you enjoy your stay. Playing the 7 Days to Die, that's a game that I will never play again, and I have my reasons. It's not a bad game, I just don't like the developers. But did you have fun playing 7 Days? Also, welcome in everybody. For those who do not know me, I am Commander Turk. I am a Scottish variety streamer who is now moving into IRL and cosplay content. So as you can see, I'm making some templates for the stun baton from HELLDIVERS 2. I've also made HELLDIVERS 2 armor and the entrenchment tool from the game. If you're interested, you can see that on my Instagram. The link is in the pinned comment if you would like to have a look. We had a lot of fun with 7 Days Twitch integration. Oh yeah, because they did the whole points thing that Mischief Maker started first. Uh-oh, Chrissy found her way over here too. Uh-oh. Shut up, Si. Empire recommended you. Well, thank you very much for the recommendation, Empire. It's very, very kind of you to do so. I hope people enjoy their stay and hope you enjoy the content. If you do, consider following. Shut up, Si. Well, if you know Si, you know what he's like, Chrissy. He's like, me and him are very similar. We like to wind people up, as we say in Scotland. I'm sure you understand most of Scottish slang or lingo if you've had Si in your chats plenty of time. Oh yeah, I missed that part down there. Damn, right. Oh, I know Si. My condolences. My condolences, mate.
Oh, Turkleberry Crunch.
What is going on
sharp.
here?
We've got some raiders coming in.
The Bearded Pixel, thank you very much for the raid. Let's see. Freedom must reign over the last star through citizens' blood spilled and our righteous wars honour with their deaths. So your part for the cause, steadfast support of our regime is now as humankind will reign supreme.
You've just followed the commander. You
Love
are
that.
a fucking legend.
So my question is that a Warhammer 40k reference? Because I don't think it's a Helldivers one. Yeah, I also have some friends in Fursel, so I'm familiar with the language and the personalities. Oh, that's fine. So you're perfect. You'll be perfectly fine here, Chrissy. You'll be perfectly fine here. Oh yeah, so it is. It's a Superhero Phantom. Sorry. Oh, my brain is fried from the weekend after wearing my Helldivers armor like for 2 days straight. Like,
You've just followed the commander. You are a fucking legend.
I have a equipment even gifted from a friend. That's cool. Oh, we're almost liberating Usiuni. Nice. Finally. See the amount of times I've went on there, right? Bear in mind, I'm level 150. I have almost 1,000 hours in the game. Unlocked everything. And the amount of people who go on to that planet on super helldive and get thrashed and then rage quit is mind-boggling. Hey, Commander, you came out recommended by Empire. Empire seems to be recommending me to a lot of people tonight. And I want to apologise if I'm not up to your expectations. However, for people who do not know me, I'm saying this a lot tonight, I'm Commander Turk. I am a Scottish variety streamer. I usually play Helldivers 2, Battlefield 6 and whatnot, but I'm moving into IRL content and cosplay content. As you can see, I'm currently making templates for the stun baton from Helldivers 2 and Pepakura. I've already made Helldivers 2 armor, and I've made the entrenchment tool from Helldivers 2 out of EVA foam. If you're interested, the link to my Instagram's at the top of the pinned comment there. You can have a look if you would like to. Hoi hoi, hi Calf. Nice to see you, welcome in. Ah, so you're playing 7 Days to Die as well. Were you having fun with the Twitch integration? Freedom forever! Managed Democracy calls for aid, and John Helldiver answered at the weekend. E.g. me. I also won the Halloween competition at one of the clubs that I frequent for the Halloween night. I won £100. Fun, yes. Hey, when we played the original Twitch integration, which was Mischief Maker, me and Cyclops, we had the best time ever playing that. Especially when people had lots of points. It was great. Right, I'm still leaving this mess for last, because I do not want to deal with that right now. I was dealing with this part down here, because I've done this so far. Gonna raid and run? No problem. Thank you for the raid and the follow, and chatting away even briefly. Chrissy, is very much appreciated. Hopefully I'll see you in here again soon, and I hope you have a wonderful day at work tomorrow. So I shall catch you soon. Chat certainly didn't hold back with using their points. Yeah, that's the whole point. That's why they're there. That's great. Me and Sai always encouraged people to use their points whenever they could, but would make sure it wasn't like points to like delete our like vehicles and stuff, because that's just rude. I'm home from being legally stabbed. Yes, I have been informed of your plasma donation, Luna. And Zai told me about how apparently your job let you go, which is bullshit. And stuff like that wouldn't happen here in the UK because we have protections for that kind of stuff, which is called unfair dismissal. Who told you that? Sai. Yeah, Sai told me. I'm going to be embarrassed about it, don't worry about it. It's just a stupid thing for your previous employer to do. Oh, I didn't want to move that. I want to move this. So I'm trying. So these are the inner parts of this, which is not needed. So I can just move that aside. Can you move over there? Right, I'll deal with that later. What's this? Oh no. Oh no. I've been bamboozled. Yes, I got let go in stream because I didn't do a job it wasn't... What? So, right. So it wasn't part of your job description. It's not your job to do it, but they're just like, yeah, you're no longer employed. Okay, very good. I remember that happened to me in one of my previous jobs. We worked... The job I worked in was retail, but we had a cafe, which was part of the airport here. And I was never trained to work in the cafe, but one night, like, my supervisor literally said to me, like, I hate to ask you, but can you go up to the cafe and work it? I was like, I've never been trained in the cafe, so what do you want me to do? It's like, you'll just have to wing it. I was like, really? Like, but he wasn't doing it because he wanted me to do it. It's because the manager told him to tell me to do it. So I went up there and struggled for like 3 hours, having to like learn how to like toast stuff and make coffees and all this bollocks. And I told my managers, and I said, see if you ever do that again, like, I'm reporting you, like, because you can't tell me to do a job I've never been trained on. Because if I do something wrong, like if I make like food wrong or whatever else, and I give someone food poisoning, I'm the one that gets in trouble, right? I worked a 5 AM shift before the stores open, restocking the clothes, so I wasn't on cash, meaning I didn't get sign-ups. Mind you, we're not commission based, and our dropped a bunch for us for not getting the goal for over a year. Alright, so you don't work on commission, but they expected you to like still do it anyway. Like, again, in my previous job that I just spoke about, they wanted us to like hand out vouchers, and I'm doing quotations there, to like every customer, and most customers didn't want them. Just like, I'm not interested. Fair enough. And you had to like scan in a certain amount, and like you would get like bonus or something. I don't know what it was you would get at the time, but it wasn't really worth it, right? And I kept asking every customer that was doing like serving at the time, and one customer heard me offering it, and he came up and he went, oh, I don't want it. I said, all right, cool, no problem. The guy behind him was one of the like head guys of the company that I worked for, and he came up to me and like, you're not doing your job properly, you didn't offer the vouchers. Like, he came up and said he didn't want it. He heard what was going on, so I didn't need to offer it to him. He's like, well, I'm going to speak to your manager and have him have a word with you and all this bollocks. So he stormed off, and I was raging, right? And then they called me up to the office, and they were like, oh yeah, he told us you weren't doing your job. And I just snapped, and I said, mate, he literally heard the guy in front of him, say he didn't want the voucher. I don't have to then offer it to him if he said he doesn't want it. And if he's got a problem with me, he can tell me. And I said, here's an idea, why don't you phone him right now and I'll tell him myself. And he went, no, it's fine. No, you don't need to. I said, no. If he's got a problem with me, he can be an adult and be the big shot that he wants to be and tell that to me directly. And they were sweating. They were like, oh no, it's fine. I was like, yeah, it's fine, because you know for a fact that he'll probably bottle it as soon as I have a word with him. It's fine. And not to mention, most of the shifts I have to open 3 people's worth. Shotgun a juice box. Yeah, that's always fun when you're doing the job of 3 people, but like you're only getting paid for 1. This is why retail sucks, and this is why every time I go into a retail store and I buy stuff, I always tell the person serving me to have a nice day, because I might be the only person that ever says that to them for the entire shift. And at least then if one person's done it, they're like, at least then they're getting recognised for doing a good job. Sorry, Chad, that was a rant about how retail sucks. Sorry about that. That's why I don't work retail anymore. Like, and I've got friends who work in bars as well, and the amount of like shenanigans they've got to deal with, like at weekends, is ridiculous. And I wouldn't want to do that job either. Where am I going to fit this? Over here. Can I fit that in there? No. I mean, if I angled it, maybe. Unless, can we separate that? Oh, right, it's one of those kind of models. So I can't split it in the middle here. That's really irritating. So I'm going to have to move that way, do that. I hate that. I don't know why some models are like that, though. Some you can, like, split really easily, and some only split, like, a certain way. There we go. Can guarantee that place is going to close within a year, because they had nobody else competent enough to take in the stock, register it, and take it through to the floor to refill there and do it properly. Yep, basically. So when you see the closing down sale signs in the window next year, you can be all smug and be like, yeah, well, that's what you get. Exactly. Happens all the time, man. As I was saying to Sai earlier, this is happening across the entire planet. They want people to work, and then they either give them really crappy contracts, they cut hours, and then when those people leave and go to better jobs, they go, well, why doesn't no one want to work? It's like, it's not that they don't want to work, it's you're offering them garbage, and garbage pay, and garbage hours. Like, if you offer them living wages with decent hours, then they'll happily take those jobs and they'll do them. What was this again? This is the bottom. Oh, it's the top of that, right? Okay. Probably put that there. I probably won't need a full page for this specifically, so that's fine. I'm talking that much, my throat's getting dry. Look, I've got water here, though. Ugh. Always keep yourself hydrated in long streams, ladies and gentlemen. That's something that baffles me as well. It's like these streamers that do like really long streams, like 8+ hours, right? And all they're drinking is like energy drinks or Coke or something like that, and they're not drinking any water. Or they're drinking coffee, tea, everything, like things that just dehydrate you constantly. And then they're like, oh, I've got a headache or I don't feel well. It's like, that's because you're not drinking water, my guy. What is it? I think you're supposed to have like at least a litre and a half a day or something like that of water. There. So it looks a bit more tidy. Could probably do that. What else needs to go in here? Well, this needs to go in here. That needs to go in there. And was that the top of that? Yes. So we can probably move that there, do that. Oh, it fits. Oh, just barely. Hey, there we go. Try to use up as much space as I can in all these pages. Right, we'll do that. That's the other piece down here. Probably going to cut that piece off at the end, though. And then we'll do these. Maximize your page usage. Same goes for when you're making cosplays at EVA foam as well. You always want to maximize your foam usage. And what I mean by that is, like, if you've got like different templates for stuff, or for like one piece, just do it, like, space it out, but not like to the point where you're using up a lot of foam. Like, so for example, if I was making these two pieces, I would probably do them probably like this. So if I did that and then did that, Like, it would be like this. And then you're cutting them out of these pieces, but you still have these pieces left over for something else later. Put those back the way they were. Yep. Oh my. I'll maximize your foam usage. Well, you've yet to use foam, mate, so I'd like to see you fucking try. Your thing is more pyro than anything else. Like, I couldn't do pyro work. I'd probably just make an arse of it. So that goes there. Where's the other piece? What the fuck is that? Oh, it's there. It's like, where the hell is that? It's only foam, it's not hard. Ha, funny. Huh. Fucking, you deserve a yellow card for that shite patter, eh? Actually, you know what? I'm going to give you a red card. Fucking off. Out of here. Know what I'm going to do for the Glasgow meetup? Not only am I going to have an Uno reverse card, and it's going to be laminated so it doesn't actually disintegrate this time, I'm going to have a red card and a yellow card, and then if anybody says anything absolutely garbage, I'm just going to pull that out and go, yellow card for that patter. Thank you, Clayton, for that one. That's a friend of mine. He comes out with some top tier patter. Love it. Where's this attached to? Is it there? Oh, okay. I was getting a bit confused there. I was like, why is that embedded in that? I feel sick and faint. Well, yeah, like if you've donated blood, Luna, and you've donated a lot, you will. You need something with sugar in it, if I remember correctly. sugar and fluids. If somebody do correct me if I'm wrong on that, by the way. I think that's correct. Nearly a litre of plasma. Fucking hell, Luna. Because we don't like we have like blood donations here, but we don't get paid for it. It's like we just give it for free. We'll do. Was that a tiny, tiny bit there? Nope, it's not. That's fine. Do. So yeah, like I was saying earlier, I'll probably be doing mostly cosplay stuff from now on, like IRL stuff. I will game on occasion, like if people are like, "Oh, let's play some Battlefield or something." Yeah, I'll jump in for a couple of games of Battlefield on stream or something. I've missed your template streams. Well, a lot of people were asking me if I was going to do it again, and I put up a thing on Instagram about actually starting the Turk Creates channel as well for like the cosplay stuff, because obviously I had the template making streams VODs put there, and there was a few people who commented on the Helldiver helmet specifically, asking when I was going to release the file for it. And because I've actually managed to make the helmet with that template, I can actually release that now. But I would ask if people wanted me to do like a how-to video on it first, rather than just releasing the template. Because sometimes it's easier for people to like watch a video, like because some people are like me who are visual learners, and they watch something a few times and go, right, I can do that now. Because that's how I learned how to do most of the things I know for cosplay, is by watching hours upon hours of like different creators like Odin Makes, SKS Props, Punish Props, Ashen Warrior Props, Heroes Workshop, Cosplay.b. There's just to name a few. Just watching how they did things and how they like cut things and how they glued things together and how they made things differently and all that. Yeah, that's why people normally get a cup of tea with sugar and some sugary biscuits, and they've gave blood, because tea is a diuretic, like anything with natural caffeine. Helps to manage blood pressure. There you go. So I thought it was tea or coffee. It was one of the two, man. I lose track. Also, I had a little intro for the the entrenchment to cosplay showcase video. Just gonna like start off with me in the armor, and I'll just be like, "Hello, I'm Turk," and I'm gonna. What was it? I had it all thought out. It's like, "Hello, I'm Turk." And today's video, I'm going to showcase one of my favorite melee weapons for spreading managed democracy. It's the entrenchment tool from HELLDIVERS 2. I thought that would be a good way to like kind of like intro the video, because I can get away with like putting like the armor and stuff on and pulling the helmet off and stuff, like Big Man John Helldiver here. Because I've got so many templates made now, I can actually make quite a lot of videos on them. Well, I'd have to make some first, and then show them off, and then be like, right, who wants a video like of a how-to? I'll also cover like foam basics and adhesives and stuff. I think that those will be quite helpful. Like, there's other cosplayers have done it already, which is fine, but I don't think like putting up another few videos like that will kill the internet or anything. What's this? Oh yeah, that's the bottom part of that. So that'll be going here, like that. So yeah, that would how you maximize your foam usage. Like, cut those pieces and put them all together, and then you're not wasting as much foam. But then again, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I've got 7 boxes of just scrap foam lying around. I really need to go through them as well and clean them up. And get rid of any bits that I can't actually use. So we've got this piece. What's this piece at the top then? Well, that's just the beveled edge, right? Okay. Okay. You want to keep that on there purely because you could just bevel that way a Dremel. The Dremel. Also, I would like to do live streams of me actually building the cosplays as well. However, I'd probably need more than one camera for that. I mean, I've got my old webcam, and then I've got my phone, like my Google Pixel. I could use that as the second webcam, because that's better quality anyway, and that would be like the top-down one, I guess. The Pixel 7. Don't get me wrong, I'm not expecting like to be fucking cosplay famous or anything, any bullshit like that. I'm just doing it for fun. Because there's very little in life that I actually enjoy now, and this is like the only thing it generally makes me happy. Apart from the gym, I like the gym as well. Gym's fucking brilliant. You're having a bad day, go and lift some weights, mate. You'll feel better. Where's the... Oh, that's there, okay. Where the fuck is that supposed to go then? Oh, I'm so confused. That's confusing me. Why are you confusing me? Fuck's sake. God damn it. Stop confusing me. Right. I also want to do like a... Turk enjoys fucking gym. Hey, look. Fucking another man is like the most manly thing in the world. Like, if you don't fuck other men, then you're not manly. Do it, right? Fuck's sake, Si. Get with the fucking program, man. Where do you think he gets his protein shots from? Luna, I was gonna educate you there, but do you know what? I'm not gonna say it. I'll tell you later. Like, I'm not gonna say it. Actually, fuck it, I'm just gonna say it. Let's just say there's not a lot of protein in those shots, Luna. What piece is that for? Where the fuck is that going? That's for you gift the protein shots. For fuck's sake, right. Where's that piece? Oh, there it is. There we go. Alright, got to fly, bud. Good luck. Thank you very much, Raven. Have a nice night. Thank you for the raid, and I will see you soon. Catch you later. Bye. So what's that piece over here then? This little thing. Oh, that's that piece. Right. Right, so... Alright, we'll do that. I probably need to, like, cut this piece off, though. That's just nippy. What is with this weird modeling going on here? Like, I've got some cheek to, like, point out, like, weird things about someone's model, but, like, just looking at it, I go, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is this? Right. Is that right? Why is that one weird and that one isn't? Explain yourself. What? Oh, is that the wrong way round? Have I done that wrong? Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Click. Click, click. So, what's the... Okay, that's really weird. Oh, right. Where does that go? Oh, it goes there. Oh, that makes more sense. Do. Right, there's a piece missing. Where is it? Ah, there you are. Oh, that's weird. That's really annoying. Hold on. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do this. That goes... Where does that go? Oh, it goes there. Are you 3D printing this? Absolutely not, sir. Like, if you look at the one on my Instagram, actually, what I'll do, I'll just bring it up on the Discord. The Discord, because I post it in my Discord. Where's my cosplay? Cosplay section. Yeah, let me open it in the browser. Right. There we go. That's massively large. This is made entirely of foam. Empire. This is not 3D printed. It took me 10 days to make this. Like, painstakingly, because I'll try to get it done for Halloween. It's made of foam and a plastic mop handle in its core. As I was saying to Sai earlier, 3D printing is a great innovation. I just don't want to heavily rely on it, or at all, for anything I make. Ah, fucking here we go. Sideways bullshit again. Fun fact, Turk's forehead is unique in the way it produces enough protein to provide a small African village enough shots to allow them an advantage in the Olympics. Fuck off. Damn good shite, mate, exactly. Fucking hell. It's the same with my helmet as well, Empire. Like, the helmet and the armor are made from foam as well. Like I was saying to Sai earlier, it's more impressive when you make something by hand than by a printer. This is what I mean, like I said, 3D printing is fantastic, it's a great innovation, especially people who are making the 3D models to then 3D print them, to then sand them and wet sand them and whatever else and paint them and then, like, well, obviously stick them together and then paint them and whatever else. And then there's people who just download files and then print them and then stick them together. Yeah, I seen the course, it was very sharp. I'm not particularly happy about... It was the chest, like the chest and the back piece, like the upper body. The shoulders, I don't like. I think I can do a better version of them. The bracers are slightly too big. Because I did the measurements of my forearm. My forearm is 9 inches, right? The bracers are 8.5. So I think if I took it down an inch, it would fit better and sit more comfortably. I think the 5 pieces could be a thinner foam, like 8mm rather than 10. And that's about it. Like, the shin pieces are fine. The helmet's fine. but the other pieces I'm not particularly happy with. But that's what happens though. I usually build something once, and then I build it again the second time. The second time usually is the better version. I need to do that with my Mass Effect armor as well, because the shoulders are wrong, and the thigh pieces are wrong, and I need to fix that. And the only reason the thigh pieces in the Mass Effect armor are wrong is because my printer ran out of ink, and it was 2 days before Halloween, and I had to like freehand the template for that, so they don't look right. That's why I haven't worn the Mass Effect armor for a while, purely because I need to fix those parts, and they're annoying me. Where was I? Never. I was over here. I better save this just in case it like crashes or something, because that has happened. I've done all this work and Pepakura just went nope and crashed, and I've had to start again. Right. So how does this? Where's this connected? I'm so confused. Oh, that's really small, isn't it? Well, that's like on the inside. Okay, that's strange. So is that part of this? No, it's down here. That's really confusing. If I can figure out where that's connected. There it is. There we go. Put that on the inside. That's inverted. Right, okay. Usually when I make these, I always have the model open in Blender. For anyone who's unfamiliar with Blender, it's a 3D modeling program, and it has its own render system, and what that means is you can make a model look like it does inside whatever game it's came from. So like Helldivers 2, the people who have pulled these models out of the game have put them into Blender and made them look like they should in-game in Blender. So you can see all the details, you can see all the colors in real time, and it just means you can make something more accurately that way. Whereas a lot of people who make, especially foam props, and 3D printing ones actually, they just use photos, which you can do, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I think having it in real time in front of you on a laptop, and you can see it in a full 3D view and see all the highlights and the shadowing and all that, gives you a better interpretation of how it should look. Oh. I like how I clicked on this piece and it clicked the other piece. So nippy. Like when you do armor pieces, in this, it's a lot more tedious, because it has a lot. Most of the models that come out in games these days have a lot of detail. You can do a thing in Blender which is called decimate, and what that means and does is it reduces the model detail down like a little bit. So it still keeps the same shape and everything, but there's less like polygons, if that makes sense. So it means you can put it into a program like this, and it's a lot easier to kind of make templates with. I didn't do that with the armor. I just kind of put it into this and just went for it. And I kind of like had to like eyeball stuff a little bit, but that's fine. Oh, right. That's not going to fit in there, but it gives me an idea of what it should be. So that should be like a 45-degree angle on the inside. Cool, that's fine. Also, a little funny story from Saturday night, well, Saturday morning, or Sunday morning, should I say. Waiting to get a taxi home, I had my Helldivers armor in a trash bag for you Americans, or rubbish bag for us Scottish folk, because that's the only way I could transport it without having to wear the damn thing the entire night. At the head of the queue for the taxi, a group of 5 people, drunk, tried to cut in front of me, and then tried to pretend like they were there the entire time. To which one of the guys tried to intimidate me, which I said, if you don't fuck off, I'm going to hit you with my shovel. He must have thought it was real because he was that drunk and decided to back off. So I've been here longer than you. You can fuck off. I'm cold, I'm sober, and I want to go home. And I'm sore too. I always seem to have like these altercations at taxi ranks. I don't understand. Right, where's that one? Oh, that's not the button I wanted to press. Where are you? I'm pretty sure that's connected. Where is it connected? Am I just blind, chat? Oh, it's there. I knew it was somewhere. Right. Do. Right, so where are these pieces again? At the very bottom. So that's like here. There, put that there. That there. I don't know if that can that fit in there, because that's part of that as well. Actually, if I move those pieces over and then do that. Huzzah. Right. Why are you squint? Explain yourself. Why are you squint? Ah, that'll be fine. I can easily just see. This is another thing when it comes to the templates in Pepakura. Sometimes it'll be like this. It'll have just a weird gap. But what you can do is you can just eyeball that when you're making the template, like transferring it to foam, like when you cut it out. It's like some armors, for example. Sometimes you'll have little notches. I wonder if I can get an example actually, since we're here. Give me a second. I'll get one of the armor pieces up. Wonder if it's the shoulder, maybe. It's not the chest, not the helmet. Oh no, the helmet would work actually. Give me a second. Where's the helmet? Helmet. Show you what I mean. Right, there we go. So this is the helmet. See, there's like these little notches here. Sometimes they're really big, so you would have to like cut those into those notches and then push the foam together with contact adhesive or contact cement for you Americans. But you obviously don't want to put those pieces together when the contact cement is wet, because it won't stick. You'd have to wait 5 minutes, maybe 6 tops, and then stick it together. But when I was making the helmet, like you can see notches here, 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 over here, and down here, I just cut right over them and just made them part of the helmet. Like, I didn't even cut into those notches because it would just be a waste of time. But in some instances on armor, sometimes you'll have really big ones that are like this, like they're huge, and you've just got to, because if you don't, then it's just not gonna sync up properly if you're trying to like put 2 pieces together. Like that. There we go. Let's save this as well. Could probably move some of this up. Oh god damn it! That's part of that. God damn it! I fell on the one page. Boo. Right. Move this up. Because as you move the pieces up, like if I do that, it removes pages. So try and make sure like the Pepakura files don't have like a gajillion pages for things. Because there's sometimes I download Pepakura files just to kind of look at them. And some people have like something like this on one page. and then this on one page, and I'm like, why? Why are you doing that? Why? Why are you doing that? Maximize your paper usage. Save the environment. Also, a little tip though, if you are printing templates, whether it be Pepakura or PDF templates, especially in cosplay, what you want to do is you want to get A4 card, or I think in America they call it cardstock. So the one I was using for the entrenchment tool, it was 300 GSM. That's the weight of it, but which means it's a bit thicker and a bit heavier. And then the one I was using for probably for this is going to be the 220. It just also means when you're cutting the pieces out, you've got a little bit of depth to it. So when you're drawing round it, it will draw it accurately rather than cutting out from paper, because paper's too thin. And it just means you don't have to like hold it down as much, or like you won't mess up the lining too much. Cosplay tips with Turk. Actually, there's a short series. There you go. Cosplay tips with Turk. Haha. There we go. Coming up with ideas for the YouTube channel already. Channel. I don't know why I say chamel, as in camel. What the fuck? My brain's broken. Then again, that's not news. Is that part of this as well? Yes, it is. We'll put that up here. So what are these little pieces in? Oh, those are the inside notches of that. Right. So they should be really over here. Do. Also, folks, if you do want to keep up with my projects and whatnot, like I said, there's my Instagram in the pinned comment. I should really have put the YouTube channel in as well. Actually, I could actually do that. I could probably just make a new pin. A new pin. Give me a second. To I want to move my water everywhere because it's taking up space on my table. There we go. Unpin that. I should really like take that down. URL shortener, because I don't know why I put the full URL in. I could have just used the shorteners. And I'll get the YouTube. The YouTube shorten URL. You mean error cards? Do not error cards me. How very dare you? Oh, that's why, because it's copied the entire message rather than just the URL. That's hilarious. Twitch, can you stop being unreasonable? Thank you. Jesus. There's a URL shortener there. Copy that. There's that. Got the YouTube up. It lets me.
Hold the.
Nope. Bad. Switch count. Oh, I have 17 subscribers now. It was only like what do you call it? 14 or something the last time I looked. Oh, the Turk Creates one is actually quite small. That's fine. That makes life easier. I'll go to the video page there. There we go. And also, shut up, Si. I just read that, you fuck. There we go. Pin that. There we go. Retains moisture enough to keep bacterian camel 2 humps from farm hydrated through the harshest summer. Fuck off, you absolute rat fuck. If you haven't noticed already, chat, I tend to swear a lot because I am Scottish, and it's very, very, very difficult for me to like not do it because it's been so like ingrained into my like psyche. It's not even funny. When I do like the how-tos and stuff, I will have to not do it, but the beauty with making videos is you can do as many takes as you want, whereas in live streams you kind of have to deal with it. Where's the rest of these pieces? Over here. Yes. Move them over here. Move this over a tad. Doing a wee bit. There we go. Do. No. There we go. Almost. There we go. Right, that's part of this as well. I can move these up now. Sorted. Right, so that's almost done. Like, when I started, this was all over the joint. I could probably move on to this machete after this, because I'm almost done. I'm just dreading all this fucking shenanigans. Right. I'm probably going to remove these pieces here. Because if I try and stick those together when I do make this, it's not going to line up properly, like on the actual main piece here. And if I feel like it needs to be flattened down, I can just Dremel the top of it. It's not going to make much of a difference. It'll look better anyway. So we'll do this. I'm probably going to have to... Oh yeah, when I make the entrenchment tool how-to video, I'm going to have to change the template up ever so slightly. To go over where things need to be cut up, like a bevel and whatever else. Because some people just like... When they like get templates, they're kind of left scratching their head on how to do things. So it's better if I like add it in within the Pepakura file, like as text, so they can actually like get past that hurdle rather than like not telling them. I mean, I'll cover it in the how-to as well. It's just in case like they miss it or whatever else. Like, so we'll do that and that. Probably, yeah, like that. I mean, I could probably only need like one of these. You probably wouldn't need all of them. Like, you just do one and you just do it like how many times? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, you just have to do it 8 times there. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's an odd number. So 13 times. You just have to cut that one piece, like these 2 pieces, and set them together 13 times. That's gonna suck when I do make that, but the end result will be perfect though. Well, I wouldn't say perfect, it'll be good enough, I will say. I hope everybody's enjoying something that something a bit different instead of the usual gameplay that gets kind of stale after like a couple of streams. As well, we all love watching our gameplay from time to time, but I think I was saying to Si earlier, it's a bit too saturated, and I'm getting a bit tired of the whole, you can't just play games for fun anymore. It's you're either a beast at the game and you've got a high kill death ratio, or you're just trash. And I'm like, ugh. Like, how to like base your entire personality off of like something that doesn't even matter in life. I've always said that, like, these guys are like, oh, look at, I've got a great kill death ratio in Call of Duty or Battlefield or something. Can you imagine them doing that at a job interview or on a date or something? It's like, what's one of your best like qualities or skills? I've got a high kill death ratio in this computer game that I play. Ah, very good. That is, no one is impressed by that whatsoever. Like, in the real world, no one is impressed. Like, it's cool to see like mental trick shots and stuff in games. It's just, I think a lot of people just think, oh, if I get good at like video games, then I'll be like, can set for life and all this kind of shenanigans, and it's not really how life works. And a lot of people think it's really easy to do. And from the big streamers that I've spoke to, they always tell me it isn't just like streaming constantly. It's like there is hard work involved, and there is also luck as well. It's not just that easy. No. Why are you going under that? Do you not want to be used? Welcome to Rants Late at Night with Turk. Evening Rants with Turk. There we go. I feel like these ones are bigger. Is that just me? Maybe just me. I think I'm just being daft. Do 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 do. Since I haven't got work tomorrow, I can just do this. Back to our lives. As I was saying to Si earlier, I had a guy at the weekend proclaiming that I never made my costume myself and that, like, someone else did it for me and all this bullshit, until I showed him the 10 plus hours of live footage of me doing the templates on my YouTube channel, and then my Instagram of all the stories of me posting the start and finish of the armor and the entrenchment tool. And then he was quite quickly silent. He was drunk, but he was very quickly silent after he was proved wrong. So live streaming it and having actual receipts, as the kids would say, comes in handy. If anybody ever doubts you that you did something. I will say this though, there was a lot of people who were incredibly impressed that it was handmade. And I think someone was like, "Can I buy the entrenchment tool?" I was like, "Absolutely not. It's mine. Get your own. Make your own, mate. It's mine." I think that was like one of the first interactions I actually had when I was walking around the city centre. Heard a guy go, "Oh, it's a Helldiver. Is that a fucking entrenchment tool as well?" He was more impressed by the entrenchment tool than the actual armor. He was like, "Oh my god, it's my favourite weapon." And that's why I made it though, because there's a lot of people in the Helldivers community who love the entrenchment tool as a melee weapon, but you can't equip it in the weapons menu as a secondary. You can only find it on at points of interest on missions. I would really like it if they did make it like a selectable melee weapon though. That'd be really cool. I'm making sure I've done this correctly. Yep. Put these over here. I've got all these to do as well. Fuck. The things I do for my craft chat. The things I do. Ugh. Do. Why does it tell me about someone who's made edits with the edits app on Instagram? Why is this relevant? Actually, one of the weapons I want to make is, I don't know if there's any Dragon Age Origins fans in here. There's 2 swords from Dragon Age Origins that I want to make, and they use the same model, and I could do both of them at the same time. One is called Malik's Blade, and the other one is called Starfang. And I love those 2 swords, especially when I played Dragon Age Origins, because I always played as a dual wielder, and having both those swords was just amazing. I've got the models for them, and I made templates for them like 2-3 years ago. And they've just been sitting on my hard drive, and I've yet to actually make them. And I would love to make them. I think they'd be really cool. This is the thing, I'm not just going to do Helldivers, I'm going to do different franchises. Someone at the weekend was asking me if I could make the bolter from Space Marine, or Warhammer 40k. And I was like, I'll look into it. And SKS Props actually did a video on the bolter. He made his own template and stuff. So I was like, oh, someone's already made the template. I could probably do that. And just watch the video a few times. Go, cool. And just build it myself. Because there's a few people in my friend circle who are big 40k fans. And I think it would be cool if I made 2 of those for 2 of them, because they're big into it, and gave one each for their birthdays. I think that'd be really cool. Because it's like, you can buy stuff for people for their birthdays, like, that's cool and stuff, but I think when you make something by hand and you give it as a gift to someone, I think that's like really heartwarming, personally. Because I did ask one of them earlier about if the bolter was used by multiple factions in the lore, or is it just the Space Marines? Because I'm pretty sure I've seen an artwork of the Sisters of Mercy, I think it was. And in the artwork she was using a bolter. It might have just looked like a bolter, it might be a completely different weapon. But my friend did tell me that it was just the Space Marines that use the bolter, and it's not any other faction. I was like, oh, okay, fair enough. Why wouldn't you... Right, there we go. So I can just move these out the fucking way. There we go. I always like this about Pepakura. All these little bits you don't need, you can just move them off to the side, and they just... You just forget about them. Do that. Do. Do. I wonder if people would like these streams if it was just me just doing the templates and not talking as well. Not that I think people are bothered about me talking or anything. Maybe they just want to chill and just watch and have just no commentary. Unless they were asking questions. Then again, I could just type questions in the chat, right? And have a plan. Follow the words and sing along as the voices. What the fuck is happening here? That's atrocious. Down for far too long. It's one of those wee pieces. And that's these here. Put these over here. So I can find them. Last dance stuck in the middle even. And these, what are these? Show me. Oh, those are at the top, okay. Interesting. Suppose those would be Allen key screws, right? Wonder if don't know if I could stream this to YouTube as well. I don't think it would really matter. What's this? Oh, they've moved everything around on the Instagram app. Okay, that's so confusing now. Because all the messages and stuff used to be at the top and they've moved it down to the bottom now. That's weird. I don't like it. I don't like it, mate. Hey, 430 followers. Fantastic. The more people that follow my stuff and repost my stuff and whatnot, the more it gets out there as well. Because there might be somebody who's trying to get, like, find Helldiver stuff and they can't find stuff. You know what I mean? Because they want to make it from foam and everyone's 3D printed. So what we'll do is... I wonder, would that be... Let's see. So that's like... Oh yeah, okay. I see how that is. Okay. So it's like Allen key screws, right? So... Because that would be, like... There's your Allen key part and then it's beveled, right?
You've just followed the commander. You are a fucking legend.
Will's going to unfold and try refollowing you, by the way, in a call with him just now. He's having issues even accessing some stuff on Twitch and can't even see your account. Alright, there we go. Yeah, it just came up. I think it's a verification issue since the UK laws changed a few months ago. I don't know why, unless he's not verified his account. Because I went into somebody's stream and I couldn't talk because I didn't have a verified account or something. That was before the whole UK law thing though, so... Also, thanks for the refollow, Wolf. Yeah, that's weird. That is very strange. Very strange. Alright, okay. Fair enough. It was more at the time, this is when like all the hate raid thing was going on Twitch. So people were using the whole, have a verified, like, number and stuff. So you could, like, chat in their chats and things. So I just did that just so I could, like, still chat in people's chats without having any issues. Because he's a Muppet. You can read this now, though. Yeah. I mean, we know that. We know this. Living in the days of thunder. When these guys come to Glasgow again next year, I'm definitely going to go see them live because they're fucking brilliant. Living in the days of... Let's move you guys up here. So nobody's R. What's this for then? Can you show me where you are, please? At the very bottom. Right. I'm probably not going to need those specifically so they can fucking bounce. You can bounce, mate. So can you. No. I'm assuming Luna's like passed out because Luna hasn't said anything for a while. Which is fine. Can't say I blame Luna, to be honest. My question is, how much did Luna get paid for nearly a litre of plasma? Is my question. It's purely out of curiosity, though. Because obviously we don't have that, like, they don't pay for it here. We just give it and we get, they're just like, thanks. I'm like, cool. No problem. Now, why is one of those bigger than the other? What's going on here? Explain yourself. Oh, right, that's the middle one. I was like, why is that bigger than the other ones? That's why. You absolute fandan. Turk. No. Don't move, thank you. There we go. Right, now we have to sort this fucking mess out. And so where's the bits for these ones then? Oh, they're there, right. That makes more sense. Okay. Save. Ah. How much longer has this playlist got? Ah, there's plenty more songs actually, that's fine. Right. Move this one over. No. Do. Okay. Hope everyone's enjoying the music and the vibes as well. So thanks for tuning in, it's very much appreciated. Personally, I didn't think people would be that interested in watching me do this, but I thought I'll give it a bash anyway and see what happens. You up there? Oh, shit. Pepakura. There we go. There we go. Might need a coffee actually, because I want to actually keep doing as much of these patterns as I can. I might just continue to do it like throughout the week. Oh. No, bad. There we go. If you want, you want. Almost done with this template though, chat. If I get this. There we go. Once this mess is all cleaned up, it's pretty much done. I can just move them all into the pages and that's it. Then we'll work on the machete. So I'm trying to do the melee weapons first, because the melee weapons will be easiest. I already did the pattern, or template should I say, for the flash grenade. And I did start making those, and then I made a slight arse of one of the parts of the first grenade, which I can fix. I can easily go in and fix it. I can just take it off. And I would like to make those, because they're relatively quite simple. So that'll be a nice and easy one for people who want to just make them out of foam or something. Well, it's like foam and cardboard tubing, but it still works. Keep on riding. Ugh, dear me. Do. Also, sorry, I meant to ask, did you get any more of your pyro work done? I'm pretty sure I saw you playing Vane there on the stream the other night before I went out. So that's not pyro work, mate. What are you doing? You're supposed to be making stuff for the Christmas market, mate. What are you doing? Gaming can wait. You've got things to make and things to sell. Do. How many do I have left? Oh, we're slowly getting there. You can go up there now. Get you. There's so many small pieces. Then again, you only need like to cut out one of these and then one of those triangles. Or two of those triangles, should I say. And then just do it 13 times. Ugh. Because originally, when I seen the stun baton, I didn't realize these were coils. I thought these were just like the stun baton from Half-Life 2. And what I was originally going to do was just have it like clear plastic, like orange plastic, and then feed a flashlight. Well, have a flashlight at the bottom somewhere, like here, and then have it like flash up, like light up, so it would light that up. But I've realized it's coils, so I mean I could still do it, still have it as orange coils or something, and have light go through it, or I could just have it static. It doesn't really matter. I'm one of these people that's quite happy just to make something, and if it doesn't have like lights or bells or whistles or whatever, I'm not really that fussed. Apart from when it comes to the Mass Effect armor, like I did that for the Defender armor I made. The two lights at the front work with two little bicycle headlights, and then an LED strip at the back to light up, and that was powered by a power pack. Because it's a Mass Effect armor, it has to have the lights, otherwise it just doesn't look right. You can come off. I wonder if no, that'll just be weird, right? Oh shit. I think Sai is still in a call with Wolfie Boy, because he would have replied by now. I'm getting patched, mate. Getting patched. Shocking behaviour. Do, 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 do. Who's in the city? What's up there? We've got 2 left, and then we've got all the triangles. I can easily just line those all up anyway. Triangle. Triangle. What's that piece for? There we go. You can go up there with the rest of them. Got the triangles there now. Also, does that mean I can put all the triangles together? Yes, I can. Fantastic. Oh, just those triangles. Boo. That sucks. Like, yeah, I can just put them all together and it'll just be one big line. Nope. Pepakura says no. Do, 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 do. £120. Jesus Christ. So I've just looked at the cosplay, Helldiver cosplay group I'm in. Some guy put up a sample container. It's 3D printed. £120 for just the sample container. That is actually insane. Like, I wouldn't pay £120, maybe 50, 60 tops. £120, man. What's that in dollars again? Like, Jesus Christ. I shall investigate. In US dollars is... That's 150, nearly 160 bucks, man. Fucking hell. See, this is why, like 3D printed stuff is sometimes just not worth it, man. Not worth it whatsoever. Do. Right. Let me quickly save this. I am just going to... So is my wee timer here? Is it gone? Deleted it. Yep. Right, chat, I'm just going to run to the bathroom. I'll be back in 3 minutes. So enjoy the vibes while I'm away. I shall return. Right, I have come back, chat. Hello. So I was getting some food to chew on. Just means I can sit and chew on something while I'm doing this. Righto. Right, where were we? Before I had to disappear briefly. There we go. Here. Yeah, I think you missed what I said earlier, so I think you're still talking to Wolf. Did you finish your pyro, mate? Because you were playing Vane the other night there when I was going out on the Saturday. I was like, oh aye, that's no pyro work, mate. That's gaming work, mate. What are you doing? What are you doing? Wolf apologises for his lack of appearance, by the way. He's still having issues via his account, and we've tried a multitude of things to try and fix it. Clearing cache and cookies, disabling, enabling browser extensions, trying different browsers, restarting PC, logging in and out of his account. So far, no joy. Actually weird considering Harley is able to watch perfectly fine on the same internet connection. It's weird. It's very weird. Unless it's just an issue on Twitch's end. That's the only other thing I can think of. That's only what makes sense to me. It's fine if he's having issues. It's like it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's like it's not like I'm not going to be doing this like throughout the week anyway, because I am. Right, we're almost done. Yeah, same. And if it's a Twitch issue, then all we can do is wait and see what happens, correct? That's basically all you can do right now, to be honest. It sucks like that he can't like do anything, but if it's a Twitch problem, then there's nothing he can do. It's out of his hands, as they would say. Oh, move this out of the way. This is part of this. Do that. Fucking lets me. Huzzah! Right. If I do that, there's a few triangles in here. I'll do that. Do that. I don't know if all those triangles are going to fit in there. That's fine. So we'll move those down here. There. Because even if he'd been shadow banned for whatever reason, then I wouldn't be able to search for his account and join his chat, etc. And I've already checked, and that's fine. Whole thing's just weird. Yes, it sounds extremely weird. Don't know why he would be shadow banned unless he's like done something he shouldn't have. But like you said, if he was shadow banned, then you wouldn't be able to go into his chat or anything. Stop it. Sake. Computer says no. There. One of the triangles like that, because why not? There we go. And that is that one complete. Save. Make sure it's saved. There we go. Oh. 2 seconds. So the old phone that I use for the Helldiver stratagem pad has got an alarm on it for some reason, and it just went off. And I was like, "What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?" I was so confused. Right, where's my phone? There. My actual phone. There it is. Right, so that's that done. So we could open melee weapons. There's the. Yep, there's the machete. Right. Stun baton. I've already saved that a gajillion times, but I'm just going to save it one more time just to be safe. So that's that sorted out. So we don't have to worry about that now. This one's going to be interesting. That's the bottom of the pommel. The grip, should I say. My question is, which part of that is the top of that? Okay, apparently it doesn't like that. The top piece or the bottom piece? That is the bottom piece. Well, I'd rather have the thick part. There we go. And then no. Just checking my phone chat, give me a second. Do. Right. So that's that part. And then this looks like, is that the top of that? Is that the bottom? No, that's the top. Cool, that's fine. That's the bottom. Okay, that one's gonna be weird. See, that would be easy to do because it's 5mm foam, and all you have to do is bevel the bottom of it to get the right shape. So that's easy enough. That is easy enough. Do this. What the hell's going on here? This is weird. You know, weirdly split up and stuff. See, like small kind of divots like that don't really matter that much. Even if it was too big, you would just sand it down anyway. Now, what is this piece? You do not belong down here. You belong over here. Save that. What I'm going to do is, after I'm done with the stream, I'm just going to post this over to the YouTube channel, so it's there. And if I get any comments asking when these are going to be released, I will just have to tell people when I get time to actually make them and see if the patterns actually produce what they're supposed to. Otherwise, it's really unfair for me to release them in an untested state for someone to try it and then it doesn't work for them. So then I'm the one that has to like deal with it after. Like, that's why it took me so long to like release, like, well, not even release, more be satisfied with the patterns for the helmet, for example, because I didn't want to release it because I made my first helmet, it was awful. So I had to go back and redo them, which redoing them and doing them the way I did for the second helmet actually was better. Right, so we don't have to worry about that part. The thing is, I think I'm only going to need one side of this. You won't need both sides, so I could probably just go like that and just have the one blade, which would make sense. I could probably do like that. Move all this out the way for a second, and then we do this. If it's going to be, well, it's going to be weird. I don't like that. Can the modelers at Arrowhead stop making the models weird, please? Fuck's sake. Is there another way I can cut this again in the middle? Hold on. No. Oh, that's so annoying. Do that, though. Oh, that's so weird, man. Why have they done it that way? So strange. Like, I can't even fit that in. Like, come on, man. Like, okay, that backfired. It's just gonna have to go across multiple pages then, because I don't have a choice. Which is really, really irritating. I can just move that there, there. Right, what's causing that? Alright, okay. Move that away. Because we only need one side of the blade because we can just flip this over. I'm going to take the edges off though. Take those edges away. Sleep at the driver's seat. I'm lost in my head for weeks. What is I need? I like how I can cut the fucking blades properly, but I can't cut the main body. So dumb. No, we want that, that. I got away with cutting. Do that. And that and that. Then we do this. Well, this is going to be weird when I put it together. Okay. At least that fits. And then So weird. Just a waste of paper at this point. Really? I can't... You see what I mean? How frustrating this is? Like, you can split it that way, but I can't split it in the middle at any point. So we're going to change the midnight up for some lo-fi, I think. There we go. I don't know if you can hear that. If it's too low, just let me know. If it's fine the way it is, cool. Well, this is going to be an infuriating thing to make. Oh, I want to say it's infuriating. It's more the template making part is the infuriating part. Like, making it from foam will be relatively quite easy. I believe. That's the edge of that. That goes like that. Where the fuck does that go? Oh, there. Right, that's going to be interesting. Sometimes the models from this are like really easy to kind of work with, and then other times they're just really complicated. Do 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 do. So what did we have finished? Was it this? That's. See, that's to go on the inside. That would probably be about 5mm foam or something, I think. Yeah, something like that. Right, see, this is going to be a problem, right? Because it goes inside the fucking blade. I would have to, like, hollow that out somehow. Then again, the best way to do that would be make this hollow and then slip it in. And then glue it. Would be the best way to do that. My other option is, like, I figure out where that's supposed to go on the blade, and then just cut off the excess. Nah, we could probably do it that way though. Yeah, no, because you just make that part first. And just leave that other side hollow as well. Okay. Right, we can figure that out later though. It's fine. This is fine, this is fine. Everyone says it's fine. And then it's not fine. And then you try to... If I had hair, I'd probably be pulling it out at that point. But I don't have hair because I shaved my head. So, there is that. This one's actually going to not take that long, if I'm honest. Save that. I don't have hair because I shave my head. Classic slappy excuse. Just easier maintenance than fucking having to like deal with bedhead and fucking everything else. That was literally the reason I actually shaved my head for the first time, because I was sick and tired of waking up with bedhead, right? And I was always like waking up late and I had to like quickly shower and rush at the door and stuff. And I was just like, you know what, I'm sick of fucking having hair. I'd like take less time in the shower if I had less hair on my head, so I just started shaving my head. Remember I'd done it for the first time, and people were like, what the fuck? Why have you shaved your head? I was like, why not? Okay, that's a really odd place. What the fuck? Let's separate this out. Also, how's the music volume, Si? Is it alright? Oh, that one's going to be really weird. So that's like an angle cut? I mean, I've got a Blender file for this. I can have a look at it. Hold on. The Blender file, please. I think it's in the Dust Devils Blender file. Dust Devils Blender file. Dust Devils, it is. So I can get a better look at this. Can you go away? And we can inspect this in real time. Oh, I did not save this. Fuck's sake. I'm gonna load all the fucking assets now. Spear gun. Machete. Yes. If I could get rid of that piece here, I'll just delete that for a second so I don't have to look at it. There we go, so chat can see. There we go. I hear music now. What? Should be. It's playing away. Hold on. Because I'm using YouTube, so give me a minute. Let me turn it up a little bit. Hear it now? Yeah, I thought it was too low. Is it too loud? Because if it's too loud, I'll turn it down. Like that? That better? It's really hard to tell the volume on fucking YouTube because it doesn't give you a percentage. For fuck's sake, a wee bit louder. There. I hate this. See, if there's big lo-fi mixes on Spotify, I wouldn't have this problem. Yeah, perfect. Nice. Cool. Right, as I was saying, before I got sidetracked, so this is the sword in Blender, so we can actually see it. No. Right. Don't know why it's giving me this white thing, but never mind. Right, part of this I was trying to look at. Oh, this. Right. Alright, so that's beveled. Jesus Christ. So the best way to do that would be give it a bit of thickness. Then again, oh yeah, I just put some... I mean, it wouldn't be too hard. You just have to stack a bigger piece of foam on top of that. And then bevel it down. And those are grooves as well. Indented. See, the spikes are going to be really easy, I think, because they're quite thick, right? So I don't think they'll be too hard. Like, what I could do is I could just put a strip of 10mm and then just get these parts like drawn in and then use the scroll saw like I did for the entrenchment tool and go round these and then clean it up with the Dremel, because then it'll look really nice and I don't have to do it all singly one by one, because that's just going to be a bollock. The fact that that's like a meter long is ridiculous. Like, I don't think normal machetes in real life are like a meter long. I might be wrong though. I've never actually used one, so I don't know. Can close that now. Right, we'll figure that out as it comes though. Let's do no. So that's that piece there. Of course, there's one bloody side in it. Right. Is that there? So we then need this side now. There we go. Okay. Right, which side was this? This is the wrong side, yeah. Because we've got that side. We can probably move those out the way. And then get these sides here. Right. That part. Which part bends here? Is it this long piece? Yes. Hello, Luna. I see you're still alive. Was that cats? Cat lantern, barely. You don't have any tea or sugar yet. I'm fed and I'm fed and hydrated. I'm just knackered. I have candy. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Right. Yeah, snackered. Or in Lunar's case, they're snackered. Because they've had snacks and they're knackered. Snackered. Don't know why I put 2Ks, but okay, fuck's sake. Fucking hate this keyboard. Do 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 do. Yes, now, Si, since you're available, clearly, you've not done any more pyro stuff because you're too busy playing Vayne the other night. What's going on there? Mister, I'm panicking because I've not got stuff done, but also I'll play games. Then again, I can't say anything because when I was making the... whatchamacallit? Entrenchment 2, I was playing Helldivers, like, when I was taking a break. Perk's keyboard is one letter away from wearing a white hood. Shut up. He's resting his fingers. I'm resting my fingers. That man has never rested his fingers ever. It's a skill issue if he has to rest them. I never called you a snack. I said, like, you're snackered. Because you've had snacks and you're tired. Don't call me a snack. I don't like it. Never called you a snack. Sorry, buddy, I'm taking. That's nice. Never asked. Don't remember asking. Right, so that's that. So that's the bottom there. Try and move these over a little bit so they're not taking up as much space. Don't want it right at the edge though. Well, if you'd been listening to any of my streams, you'd have heard me saying my fingers have always had problems cramping up whenever I write or draw too much by hand, so I need to let them rest for a few days because I had to make a whole bunch of stencils last week, since the previous ones were overused. Ah, okay. Yeah, bell end. You do realise, like, I'm fucking doing my own shit, right? Like, I can't be in your stream fucking, like, 24/7. It's like how you guys aren't always here in my streams 24/7. Like, people have other things to do that require their attention. Listen, Si, next year send me the designs, I'll draw them and mail them. Oh, he's getting defensive. He's getting defensive, mate. Not getting defensive, I'm just making a point. Motherfuckers. Excuse me, I am always here. I'm just not always talking. Actually, he's usually lurking, that's fine. Like, always understand people got other things to do. It's totally fine. And it's not like if you wanted to watch the rest of the VOD, you can. It's like, it's there anyway. Which part is that again? Don't know why it's fucking down here. Ah, it's upside down. Oh, yeah, I keep meaning to take the dimension lines off. I was doing this, remember, like, the last time I was doing this, I've turned the dimension lines off in case someone came into the streams and, like, I'm going to fucking try and, like, stitch this together so I can fucking make it myself. Like, no. No. I want to do it first. Like, if someone else, like, did it before me, then that's fine. Like, I'm fine with that. It's just... I don't want them to, like, try and stitch this together and then it fucks up and then they're like, this is your fault. Like, how? Like, it's not released for a reason, my guy. I'm being sent outside, be right back, okay. Luna's getting sent to the furry house. Being a bad furry. You go into the naughty furry house now. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm just talking shit now. Was that right? What piece is this? That's the bottom piece. Isn't the furry house just an upgraded horny jail? Okay, bye. I'm fucking out of here before he says anything. Right, so how are we fucking doing this? I'm going to make the assumption that it's these pieces here I need. Yes. That's not the right side, is it? No, it is the right side. Might actually... Was that the bottom one, is it? Ah, shit. No. Bad. No. No, no, no. There we go. See, that would be easier. Because if it's just like that, and what I can do is... I can draw like a line here. And once I get the two pieces I need, I can bevel cut them, stick them together, and then once I've done that, I can get the template with all the spikes at the sides here, and then cut around them. That'll be easier. No. No. Stop it. What, mate, why are you stuck to this? Stop. Ugh. What is this fucking stuck to? What? What the fuck? This is like this little bit. What the hell? It's this tiny little piece. Okay. That's just a weird way to model something, but okay then. So is this one going? At the very bottom. For some odd reason. Right, okay. That was a bit strange. That's not what I wanted. There we go. So that's easier. I can just go like that. Just to make my life that bit easier. There we go. Now it actually looks like a blade. Don't think there's spikes on the edge there, so no, there's not. It's fine. These little pieces in. Show me. That's not helpful. Oh, it's down there. Oh, these are the inside pieces, right. So... this is going to be the really hard part, because that looks like 10mm to me on each side. It'll be a really thick fucking blade, man. And the easiest way to do these pieces is to like just cut that out and then draw like a stencil for it, like make a new stencil, and then put like a smaller piece of foam for it. So that might be like 8mm or something, just to get that same effect, which would be quite cool. Don't know how I'd glue it though. I'd probably have to glue it with contact adhesive and be really quick about it. Yeah, I could make that work though. Where's that piece? You are not required. It's going to be weird again. Okay. Here we go. Right. Oh, shit. No, don't stick. Ah, there we go. Fuck. Right. Breaking news, Turk thinks 10mm is thick, and chat realises a lot of his bragging suddenly makes so much more sense. Yes, exactly. It's thick enough, mate. It does the job, right? Fuck's sake. We can't all be well endowed just like you, Mr. Cyclops, mate. Fucking Axl Rose over here if he was a heroin addict. Fucking try to give people shit about their fucking thickness sizes and that. So that gives me the thickness of that. Right, take the textures off. Yeah, that's quite simple, isn't it? Still annoyed about this though, it's really irritating. I mean, I suppose it would just be easier if I just did this, right? So just boop, boop. Right, fuck it. Doesn't matter. Don't care. I don't care anymore. I was trying to be good. Try to be a smart arse. Oh, that's not going to work, is it? Nada, unless I move that down. Such a waste of paper, man. That's... Part of the blade is that? Oh. Okay. Trying to be good. No one's ever good in this chat. No one. What are these wee pieces in? Let's see. I mean, we could keep those. Like, I just have to put them down there. We just don't need all this extra shenanigans around it. Because if I can get the thickness of it right, then it doesn't really matter. It's more the, like, I'm trying to figure out how the fuck we would mount this, right? Because obviously with the entrenchment tool I used a mop handle, right? Plastic mop handle. This would probably have to be like a graphite rod or something. It would have to go through this and here. That's gonna suck. But the way I would probably do that is... It was 5mm, right? You could do like a thin layer of 5mm each side, and then hollow the center out to about there or something, and then put another set of 10mm on top. No 10mm, 5mm on top on both sides, so that would probably make it the right amount, I think. Listen, if you can't give your friends a hard time, are you really even friends? Correct. I've been doing it. Me and Si have been doing it for years. It's fine. This is why the Irish, the Scottish, and the Welsh can get on with each other so well. Where's my headphone thing? I like this. One headphone goes to hell, while the other headphone works perfectly fine. But as long as I can hear the music and that, I don't care. So we want to move these here and here. There. I don't think I'll need those parts specifically, so I'll move them out of the way. Like it's supposed to be angled, right? But I don't think it really matters. It would look cool. I mean, I could angle them if I really, really wanted to. As long as it looks the part, it doesn't really make much of a difference, because the only people that are going to like complain it's not like angled like this are like people who are really, really into like making sure it's like accurate as hell. If it's just going to be for taking photos and stuff and like static, it's not going to really matter. It looks like it's done though, to be fair. It didn't take me that long. I was expecting it to be a lot longer for some reason. I'll probably do another wee stream like this tomorrow, depending on how I'm feeling. Depends what else do I need to do. I need to do the combat axe, I need to do the saber as well. I'll get away with pushing that down a bit. So annoying. Now I've got this piece. They're just the insides of there, but that's easy enough. That's that side, so that can go over there. Do not require it. You are also not required. It's for the other side of that blade, which we do not need because we just need to flip it over and to get the next side. What I did with the entrenchment tool was I did the one side, but duplicated it, and there's two middle sections. One's like wider and one's kind of shorter and longer on the other side. So I made two sides of like the bigger like middle piece section, and then drew in the smaller middle section in its place instead on the second one, and then just glued them together, and it was just easier that way instead of like fucking around. These are the wrong side, I believe, because that's supposed to be. So what are these then? So I need, which one do I need? This one. This one. So these can go over. Yeah. This is so dumb. Like, ugh. Oh, because I can't cut the blade properly. That's so fucking stupid. Might as well just move all this into the middle when I'm pretty much done. Should you know what? Let's fucking just do that. Do that. Go like this. There we go. It's in the middle. No doubt somebody will look at this and be like, that cannot be the right size. It is the right size because I measured it in Blender, mate. And Blender measures it in either centimeters or meters. You can change it, but I just left it at meters because it's like 0.900 meters is 900 millimeters. That's that bottom piece. That's a really weird way to do that. I didn't really need these little side pieces because they're just no really required. I mean, my other option was like when I made these pieces, I would just like hollow out both halves and then put like some card here because the foam's going to be really thick anyway and it's not going to make much of a difference. And it will just sort that out. Also, I could do what I did with the entrenchment tool and put cards through this. Still have the rod out the middle, but the card would really help keep it stiff as well as the rod. So then it's really durable. I don't know how much acrylic rods are in the UK, so I need to go and look that up at some point. Can I fit that in there? Oh, yep, there we go. Very nice. Kind of like forcing it in here a wee bit. And before Sai says title your sex tape, I know. As soon as I said it, I was like, he's gonna fucking Sai's gonna say something, so I'm gonna beat him to it. Tell my sex tape sequel. Shut up. Wait. Like I see, since you were going on about how your hands cramp up and stuff when you're doing the pyro stuff. See, when I'm doing my foam stuff, because I'm having to sit on the floor, right? Because I don't really have a table for this kind of shit right now. Like, my knees start to get really fucking sore when I'm sitting on the floor. But then again, that's probably because the carpet's really thin and it's just like a hardwood floor right under it. So I was like, this really fucking sucks. And I try and get up and then I fall over because my legs are now. I'm like, I hate this. Why am I so old? I don't like being old. It's not fair, mate. The gods have forsaken me once again. Or as Trevor Belmont says, the gods have shit my dinner once again. It's a shame I can't... Oh, maybe I can fucking fire this up here now. I'm gonna maybe deal with that later. That's a bit of a fucking mess, isn't it? A bit of a mess, mate. At least the saber's done now. So the machete's done. The fact that that's a machete, that to me, when I first thought it was a sword, I was like, that's a fucking sword. That looks cool. They're like, that's a machete. I'm like, that's not what machetes look like though. That's a sword, mate. It's like, call that a sword? This is a sword. No, it's not. It's a machete. Ah, I see you've played sword and machete before then. And yes, that was a reference to the Simpsons Knifey Spoony. That has lived rent-free in my head since I first saw it. And it's never left. That's not a knife, that's a spoon. I see you've played Knifey Spoony before then. Fucking... Ugh. Right, so... What's this fucking piece here? Wait, that was the story I heard at the weekend as well for a friend of mine. He went to see... Was it Pendulum? Glasgow? With a few folk. And he was on the subway station, I think. If I remember this correctly. It was just on the subway station in Glasgow. And he got his fucking wallet swiped because they were all cramped up together, trying to get on the tube train. Somebody put their hand in his fucking pocket and stole his wallet, eh? He's raging. All they got was his bank card, a picture of him and his girlfriend, 20 quid, the card which he froze after he found out he lost it. And then a Dolly Martin plectrum guitar pick that Clayton, my mate Clayton, bought for him. And out of all the stuff he lost, that was the thing he was most pissed off about, was losing that guitar pick. He's like, fuck's sake, my guitar pick. And that is a reference to Crocodile Dundee. Yes, it is. You are correct. Piece is that? What is that piece? Okay. Okay. That goes like that. That goes... Where does that fucking go? Oh, it goes down there. Okay. That goes there. I'm just going to leave those pieces there like that. And with that, folks, is I'm going to call it a night now, because I'm fucking a wee bit tired, and I want to, like, just chill out a wee bit. So I've done, like, 3 hours and 15 minutes of, like, templating, which is not bad. I've got a few other things I can do tomorrow. I might not do it as late, though. I might do it, like, at 8 o'clock or something. It just means it's a chill stream. People can just lurk, chill, chat, watch me make stuff. And then when I get a better setup, then I can do actual foam stuff. And I think that'll be pretty cool. Is there anybody we can raid out to? No, really. So, gonna end that here. But as always, I've been Commander Turk. You guys have been awesome. And I will see you at 8 o'clock UK time tomorrow.